Hello. Another special love reading. This one is going to talk about the aftermath of the tower for some people. The aftermath of all of the broken pieces. How do we move on after painful endings, especially endings from the tower? In the tarot deck, we know that the tower card symbolizes the universe swooping in and shaking you from your foundation to put you on the path that you're supposed to be on. This happens usually when we ignore all of the signs that the universe is trying to send us. We keep ignoring it. We stay at the same job even though we deserve better. We stay with the same person even though we know we deserve better. It's a gift in disguise, really. But we usually don't see that in the moment. So I get a lot of emails. I get a lot of readings. Missy, how do I pick up the pieces? What do I do? How do I go on after this crazy fucking month of August? So we talked about August, right? 2 eclipses, lunar and solar. Retrograde ended yesterday, but the shadow effects today on the 6th still lingering. Yesterday I could not use my phone at all. I couldn't make any calls. It kept dropping. I could only use Wi-Fi and FaceTime. I don't know why. Mercury retrograde, right? Yes. But also, was it a sign from the universe? Missy, slow down. I have a very busy schedule, which I love because I'm doing what I love to do. But sometimes we have to pause. Sometimes we have to take a break. We have to assess the situation. For those of you that are dealing with the aftermath of August, which may have brought extremely sudden, painful endings, this is what we do. You guys know pool, right? Billiards. It's the best way that I can describe what we're gonna do. So in the game of pool, after you break, which means you hit it and all the balls go everywhere, right? You stand there and you assess the table. You don't try to sink every single ball all at once. No. You stand there and you assess every single ball and you go one by one. You pick that shot and you sink it. And then you move on to the next one and you sink that too. And you keep going one by one by one. One by one. We do not deal with everything at once. It's unnecessary. Pick and choose your battles. Pick up the pieces one by one. In pool, they have this saying, run the table. I get goosebumps when I hear that, okay? Let me tell you why first. I'm a huge Green Bay Packers fan, and last year, beginning of the season, we were doing horrible. We were losing like games back to back to back to back. And we're not used to losing. Aaron Rodgers was asked, what are you gonna do? He said, well, we gotta win. So we're gonna run the table. Running the table in pool or billiards means you're going to sink every single shot back to back. Because you sink one shot, you get to go another try. You don't give your opponent the chance to go. If you keep sinking every shot, you keep winning, 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 winning. So you run the table. We're gonna run the fucking table. We may have taken L's consecutively these past few months or the year, the whole year. Some people have been taking L's. They're not losses though, remember? They're lessons. Some of us are not used to taking L's. Some of us are. It doesn't matter how many L's you've been taking lately, because you're going to start running the fucking table. It's very scary because you're used to that job. You're used to being with that person. It's a comfort zone. But like they say, comfort zone might be a really comfortable thing, right? It's really safe, but nothing ever grows there. Right now, some of you guys are going through growing pains, and it is painful. It is so painful, physically, emotionally, but you're growing. Right now, it's like you're the butterfly in the cocoon, and your wings are almost ready. So you're in this really tight space, right? And your wings are just like huge. They're just ready to burst through. So you feel pain. That pain is because you are just about to break through. Hang on just a little bit longer. Every day, we will sink another ball. Every day, we will pick up one piece. What happens today, we deal with today. We're not going to think about what next week brings, what next year brings, what happened 2 weeks ago. What happens today, we deal with today. One ball at a time. One piece at a time. There's no rush. Everything happens in divine timing. Trust the process. Painful endings bring beautiful beginnings. We know this. Some of us have been purging the entire month of August, and we're still purging going into the first week of September. Purging is absolutely necessary because it's part of healing. To heal, we have to have everything come out, things that we didn't even know existed. You have to, before you slay the dragon, look him dead in the fucking eyes and say, you no longer have the power over me. You no longer have the power over me. And you slay that fucking dragon. You make peace with that and you move the fuck on. You guys have heard the quote, pause. The pause, right? The pause. Before getting angry and saying something, pause. Some of us are on pause right now. How do I get back on play? Enjoy the pause. Enjoy the pause. This is your moment right now to reassess things, to pick your shot, to line up with the ball. You're gonna sink every one, right? So we have to make sure we're in just the right position, right? We need to line up. We need to get down low, honey. You need to, you need to get in there. Enjoy the pause right now. We are just assessing the situation. What ball am I gonna handle first today? We handle what's priority first, right? Some of us, the priority is just getting our shit together. To release and let go of people who no longer serve us. Some of you waited too long to do this, and the universe has come in and they've done it for you. Pause. Before you close the door to the past, pause for 1 second, 1 moment, and think about everything. Make peace with it. Relive the happy moments, because yes, there were happy moments. But don't you ever forget about the bad moments. Be realistic about it. Don't live in fantasy land. It is what it is. It was what it was. Pause. Drink in that moment, those final moments, right before you say goodbye, right before you close the door. Pause. Close the door to anything that is no longer serving you, because new beginnings and abundance await. Are you sure new abundance is coming, Missy? Are you sure? Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah, I am. And I know you guys feel it too. I'm an air sign, right? I'm an Aquarius. I think, I don't feel. I'm very logical. Some of you are the opposite, like water signs. Water signs feel. They go by that first, and then, you know, they think logically. So trust me when I tell you guys, I've had to do a lot of work too. I don't just sit here and give you guys advice while I'm off doing something fucking else. Listen, I struggle too. It has been very difficult in the month of August for me to feel everything in order for me to make peace with it and look the dragon dead in its fucking eyes to slay it. Every day I wake up, there's something else I think about, like, oh, I need to make peace with that. That didn't work out quite the way I planned. But there are no accidents. That's what keeps me going, is knowing there is no accidents. Everything is meant to be. Are there new beginnings coming? Yes. What do I keep saying? The best is yet to come. But how can it come if your doorway is blocked? Nothing can come in and out. Close the door to the past to make way for new beginnings. Before you open that door, right, to the future, to these new beginnings, pause again. Inhale and exhale, because it is scary. You got butterflies, you're anxious, you're nervous. Before you open the door to your new beginnings, pause one more time and tell yourself, I got this. I got this. One piece at a time. I got this. When people say, wow, I can't believe that happened to you, what are you gonna do? You look them dead in the eyes and you tell them, I'm gonna run the fucking table. And you do just that. I'm gonna pull some cards just to see what the energy is like. A lot of us felt physically ill, maybe the past week. And I've been telling my clients, I truly believe it's because of the shift that we're feeling. And some of us are way more sensitive than others. The shift to me is the aftermath after the shit hit the fan. And it's as if all of the pieces were thrown up in the air, right? And they're just doing this right now. And this is what we're feeling. This is this limbo, this uncertainty, this anxiousness. We're just feeling the chips falling. It's just, we're in motion. And very soon, the chips will fall. Let the chips fall where they fall. Assess them one by one. Pick your shot, sink the ball, and run the motherfucking table. All we do is win. That's what you're gonna tell yourself every day. Because even if it's an L, a lesson, I still won. Because it was meant to happen. It's a lesson. It's not a loss. All I do is win. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Do not let this break you. Do not. I promise you, you're almost there. This is the final moment. This is like being on stage right before the curtain opens. And you stand there and your heart is racing and your palms are sweaty and you have butterflies and you kind of feel like you want to fucking throw up. But you can also feel the excitement on the other side of the curtain. Pause. Inhale and exhale. Get fucking ready. Get ready for when that curtain opens. Honey, you are the star. You're the star of this motherfucker. We are not the sidekicks. We are the stars. We do not compete for spots. We are the spot. You want to have a different reality? Create it. If you believe and understand in law of attraction, law of attraction states, get your ass on the right frequency, vibrate as high as you possibly can, become a vibrational match to what it is you really want, and it will come. That is science. It is not philosophy. Speak your reality into existence. Speak it. Believe you are the star. Believe you are love. Be happy no matter what. Always look at your cup as being half full. Never it's empty. Some people don't even have a fucking cup. Your cup is half full. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe, that I even have a cup, because some people do not. You're going to change your perspective. It's about changing the way you look at things. He's with someone better. She's with someone better. They left me. I must have did something wrong. I did. Maybe I wasn't good enough. I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't good looking enough. I didn't have a good enough job. No. No. They lost you. If you did the best that you could do, if you gave with everything in your heart, they lost you. Release and let go in love. Remember, we always do everything in love. Never hate. It's their loss. Honey, remember, we don't take L's as losses. They're lessons for us, but they're L's for them. Losses, not us. Harness that energy from the full moon. The full moon is tonight, September 6th. Harness that energy. Do your full moon releasing rituals to make way for the new beginnings. It's as if this is the final test. The universe is saying, you sure that's it? You sure? You got it all out of your system? Did you learn your lessons? You sure? This is the final test. Release whatever is left inside of you. Purge, let go, make peace with it. Remember, it's not a loss, right? It's a lesson. It's a lesson. All I do is win. All I do is win. Run the motherfucking table. Well, interesting set of cards here. It's not what I was expecting, but we're gonna go with it. So, our very first card here is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card about retreating and resting. It's about meditation. That's what we've been doing. That's what you should have been doing in the month of August. Retreating, resting, healing, meditating. Becoming whole again. Fixing the broken pieces one by one. Then we have the Empress. The Empress is the pregnancy card. So for some of you guys, you may have been pregnant. You may have just found out you're pregnant. Maybe you want to be pregnant, or children are somehow a factor in this. The Empress is also a beautiful card because it's about love and abundance. It's about feminine energy, being a woman, embracing that. When you feel shitty, when you wake up in the morning, do your hair. Put on something nice. Put on lipstick, honey. On bad days, there is always lipstick. When we look good, we feel good. Embrace your feminine energy. You are a fucking queen. Embody that queen energy. Next, we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is someone that is refusing a love offer. All this time, right, maybe they were refusing the love offer from you. And now you're in this space where you are okay with not being with that person anymore. You've released them and you've let them go. And guess what? Guess who comes knocking at your fucking door? Guess who comes texting? Guess who comes sending DMs? Honey, they're trying to slide in your DMs. But you're like, no thank you, sir. No thank you, ma'am. Seven of Wands is that card about being on the defense, blocking something, right? You're like, no. No. You have blocked my shine for too long. You gonna try and come back in my life for what? No, you've evolved. You've transformed. You're no longer the caterpillar, honey. You're the fucking butterfly. Or shall I say, the fucking star. Aquarius card, right? Could be an Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius. You could be fucking with an Aquarius. Sun, Moon, or Rising. The Aquarius card is right underneath the Four of Swords. Aquarius card, the star card, is about healing. It's about hope. It's about belief. It's about things being written in the stars. It's about being the star. Don't you ever forget, you are not the sidekick. You are the motherfucking star. Next, we have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But the Queen of Wands energy is someone who's just very career focused. She's attractive. She's confident. She's spicy. Even if you're an earth sign, it doesn't matter. You can still take on the energy of the Queen of Wands. Be spicy, honey. Be fucking feisty. Focus on your career. Don't you dare let them take your power back again. Don't you dare. You've come too far. Your wings are ready. The transformation has happened. Don't go back to something that you know is toxic. I don't care if they're your twin flame or your soulmate. I don't give a shit. If it's toxic, you don't deserve that. Next, we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands could be happy, stable home life. But for some of you guys, that is what the Tower has taken down. Right? With the Five of Wands. The Tower just crumbled it to smithereens because you wouldn't do it. Because you wouldn't leave. So the Tower came in and made that happen for you. A lot of people are seeing 1111. I see it almost every single day. The past week, I have seen it 2 times a day. During my spiritual awakening, like 2.5 years ago, I started seeing 1111. It was the first set of angel numbers that I saw. I'll never forget that in our parlor, our living room, we had one of those clocks on the wall. And it was a battery operated one, you know, with the hands. And it stopped because the battery died. And we just left it. My karmic partner at the time, he didn't change the batteries. I didn't either. We just left it there. And I just never took notice at what time it was. It just was a whatever. And I did my first Reiki session. And that night I came home after Reiki, which I completely suggest you guys do Reiki. Find a fantastic Reiki therapist. I always say Reiki saved my life, which is why I want to become a Reiki healer myself. But getting back, I came home from my Reiki session and I was sitting on the couch watching TV. And something inside of me told me, look at the clock. And I looked at the clock. And that bitch was stuck on 11, 11, and 11 fucking seconds. 11, 11, and 11 fucking seconds. I had to go up to the clock like this. Honey, short as I am, I had to go stand on a fucking chair, a stool, and look like this. It was 11, 11, and 11 seconds the hand was stuck on. I almost damn near fainted because at this point I knew what 11, 11 meant. I knew. I was starting to learn about law of attraction and spiritual awakening. New beginnings. 11, 11 can be a gateway, right? A portal for twin flames and such, but it also symbolizes new beginnings. I still ignored the universe. I still stayed until the Tower card came in a few months later for me and that karmic partner. And then it finally ended after 11 years. 6 of Swords is coming up a lot. The 6 of Swords is about leaving somewhere and moving on to something better. Just moving on. Gracefully too. They're on this gondola and they're just like gliding right through. They're not in a panic rush. They're just like, okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move slowly, but surely we're gonna move on. Now for a lot of people, the World card, here we go. The World card symbolizes completion. A cycle has been complete, not just a little tiny cycle. You're talking a whole life cycle. August 21st, the solar eclipse, right, was supposed to bring closure and complete some people's life cycles, which is why they went through these horrendous endings. Promise you guys, there's no fucking beginning. I promise you guys, there's no beginnings. Knight of Wands is someone who follows their heart. They're passionate. This is about following your heart right now. Getting on that motherfucking horse and riding off into the sunset. Honey, what do you want to do? You want to go back to school? Go. You want to get a different job? Go. You want to date? Go. You don't want to date? Don't. What do you want to do? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles could be Earth, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But the energy of the Queen of Pentacles is beautiful. She's so calm and grounded. And she's focused on her coins. And she does very well with her coins. She's just very focused and stable. And this is the energy that a lot of you, whether you're a fire sign, water sign, or an air sign, this is the energy that you need to take on. Some of you need to embody the Queen of Wands. Some of you need to embody the Queen of Pentacles. All we do is win. Run the fucking table. One ball at a time. Next, we have the Chariot. So for some of you, these endings could have been with a sign of Cancer, or you are the Cancer. The Chariot also talks about movement, progress, right? Some of you are literally moving. For some of you, this is finally forward progress that you're seeing after all this time. Page of Pentacles is something new being offered to you, right? Earthly. So this could be a new job offer. Some of you are moving, but it's also about learning something new that comes up so much, the Page of Pentacles recently. For me, I believe it means like we're just kind of like learning about ourselves now, learning about what makes us tick. What do we want to do? Do I want this job? Do I want to live at that house? What do I want to do? It's about you. What do you want to do? Here's the Emperor. The Emperor is the sign for an Aries, but the Emperor energy is so powerful. The Emperor is very mature. The Emperor is knowledgeable, cool, calm, and collected. The Emperor sometimes feels like an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra to me, just because of the way he is. Slightly cold, slightly detached, but he has to be. An Emperor cannot rule by being frantic. So he's cool, calm, and collected. And if things come up, he will consult and ask his board, ask his friends, what should I do? What do you guys think? He'll ask his counsel. What do you think? I want to hear pros and cons. Then he takes that advice, he takes it into consideration. But he makes his own decision. Be the Emperor. You have a kingdom to rule. It's okay to consult with people. It's totally okay. The end of the day, though, that decision has to be yours. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? We have the Devil card here. The Devil is for a Capricorn, but we do know what the Devil card is about. It's about toxic shit, obsessiveness, drugs, alcohol, possibly. But it's about being obsessed, being a stalker. Some of you guys have to stop stalking them. Stop lurking. Honey, I love a good stalker. My boyfriend, okay, honey, not strangers. I don't need no single white female shit. But if I'm in a relationship, please stalk me. But I'm talking about this is unhealthy obsession. They don't want you. Let it go. This unhealthy obsession that you have, this chain that is weighing you down to them. It's time to let it go. It's no longer serving you. Oh my gosh, look at that. The Magician. That infinity symbol on the top could be a symbol for twin flames. But the Magician talks about you wanting to manifest something, right? It talks about having the power. You have all the resources. The Magician has a wand, a pentacle, a cup, and a sword. All of the resources to create his or her own reality. There's a power inside of you. There's magic. But you can only harness all of that energy and power when you let go of negative energy, when you let go of this low vibration. Honey, you're the queen, you're the king. If anything, they should be stalking you. We don't do the stalking. We may check up on time to time, but we don't do the stalking. No, honey, we leave that to them. Yes, I know it's hard. I know firsthand how hard it is. I am by nature a fucking FBI, CIA agent, honey. Don't play with me. I'm the first detective on the scene, as I like to say. I'm a lurker by nature. Not naughty by nature. I am, though. I am. But I'm a lurker by nature, honey. But we can't. It's low vibrational. We have other things to focus on. Focus on your fucking kingdom. Focus on your fucking kingdom. Let's just take a couple more. Oh, that flew in the fucking air. Talking about stalking. Talking about lurking and stalking. The fucking Page of Swords is also known as the stalking card. You cannot make this shit up. Spirit has a very big sense of humor. Thank you, Spirit. Stop stalking. Page of Swords can also be an immature energy. Low vibrational sometimes. It's young energy too, so it could have been a younger air sign. You can't make that shit up. You can't. Stop stalking. One more, please, Spirit. Two more they gave us. You guys are gonna like this. The Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Well, let's start with the Knight of Cups. It's a love offer. Love is coming. Six of Cups is soulmate love. Someone from a past life. Maybe someone from a past life returning. Maybe someone from this life returning. Jesus Christ, you guys, pump your fucking brakes. This is not going to be the person that you just released, right? They may try and come back, but remember, we're blocking them. We're saying, no, señor. No, señorita. We are blocking those people. This could be someone new, is what I feel. Someone that is like way from your past or recent past too, but it's not this person that you just broke up with or are leaving. It's not. I'm sorry, bitches, it's not. It's soulmate love, though. But you guys have to do this first. 8 of fucking cups. You guys have to do this first. We have to release and move on from what does not serve us. Look at this picture. You guys see that full moon right there? That's about releasing and letting go. Tonight is the full moon. That crescent new moon in there symbolizes new beginnings. In order for you to get these new beginnings, you have to release and you have to let go. It's coming. It's literally knocking on your fucking door. Twin flames and Leos. Twin flames. Do I believe twin flames and soulmates are the same thing? No. I believe it's different. Twin flames. A lot of my twin flame clients tell me that they feel something very magical or something big happening in September for them and their twins. What? We don't know. Could it be this reuniting? Because that 6 of Cups is about reuniting also, right? It's not just about soulmates. It can be someone reuniting or coming back from the past reunion. Twin flames. But the Strength card is for a Leo. The Strength card also symbolizes having strength and courage, being brave. I keep saying one more, but Spirit keeps telling me, keep going. And I have to listen. I'm sorry, you guys. I have to listen. If I'm channeling and I'm right in the energy, I have to keep going. I have to. I can feel it. Oh, that wants to come out. Oh, celebration. Sometimes this is third party, right? But you see in the sequence of cards that I have gotten, celebration is fucking coming. This is reunion. You guys, the 3 of fucking Cups is also known as reunion. Reuniting with a soulmate. Reuniting with a twin flame. You can't. What do I always say? You can't make this shit up. You fucking can't. That's why Spirit's like, keep going, keep going, keep going. I can hear it. I can feel it. I'm thinking like, we're already at 37 minutes. It's enough. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Twin flames and soulmates. For those of you that have done the fucking work. For those of you that have ran the table. For those of you that have taken care of all that shit that you had to take care of. Oh, honey, those reunions are coming. King of Swords. King of Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But the King of Swords is very logical, very rational, slightly controlling, cold, detached. Because I know you guys are going to be like, what signs? So it could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but it also is just that energy of someone that's like that, okay? Cool, calm, and collected, logical, slightly cold, slightly detached, kind of controlling. It's going to be a brand new motherfucking passionate beginning. Ace of Wands is about passion, which some of you have been lacking in your relationships with these people you have finally let go of. Honey, if I'm going to be in a relationship, it needs to be a relationship where there's fireworks, there's magic. I will not settle for mediocre. I will not settle for basic and boring. I'm addressing right now, these 2 cards are for the people that are still stuck. Your hearts are still broken and you're like, I cannot move on. I cannot. Because I could feel that energy when I was so excited talking about this reuniting with new people. And I could feel it already that the people that are still hanging on to something old, they weren't happy with that statement. You guys are stuck. 4 of Pentacles is someone that's stuck, holding themselves back out of fear. 3 of Swords is heartbreak, lying, cheating, betrayal. 3rd person. Let that go. Please, I beg you, let it go. You have such beautiful new beginnings coming in. Let it go. Let it go. That would fly. Look at what flew. This is what you guys are doing. 5 of fucking cups. Jesus Christ, thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. 5 of cups is someone that's mourning. They're dwelling on the past. They're dwelling on the negative. They're dwelling on what they've lost. They're not looking at those 2 full cups that are there waiting for them. I'm sorry if this is running longer. I have to keep going to hit all of the different groups. I have to. I beg of you, let it fucking go. The Hanged Man came out also. The Hanged Man is about being on pause, waiting. So some of you guys, there is a pause in communication. There's no communication. The Hanged Man is about someone just hanging there, not moving, nothing. If you guys do not let this go and move on, the fucking Tower is coming in. The Tower will come in. It's almost like this is a warning. For those that the Tower have not come in for yet, I feel like this is a warning. For those of you that are stuck like this is a warning. Don't let the Tower come in. Don't. Anyways, you guys, I'm sorry I wasn't my fun and peppy self. Sometimes we gotta be serious. There are serious matters at hand. It's game time. It's time for fucking war. Suit up. Do your stretches, honey. Get ready. Get ready to run the fucking table. Remember, we are way more powerful than we realize. And they fear the day we remember that. Don't you ever let someone block your shine or hold you back from your fucking destiny. Don't you ever. There are new beginnings coming. Beautiful new beginnings if you let it. Anyways, you guys, we are going to get through this month of September with flying colors. We're going to pass this final test with flying colors. New beginnings. I can't help but smile because as heartbroken as I was in August of all of the things that I needed to release and let go of, I know that the best is fucking yet to come. The best is yet to come. Thank you guys. If you want to follow me on social media, Facebook or Instagram, Saltwater Heals Tarot. If you would like a personal reading from me, please click on the box below for all of my information. Check the shit first before you guys email me. And when you email me, put it in the title of the email. Every single video, I gotta beg you guys, check the shit first. It's too hard going back and forth with you guys. I get too many emails a day to do that. Help me cut down on that. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. The numbers are steadily going up. And although I swear and I can be kind of crude and the way that I am sometimes, as blunt as I am and as Queen of Swords like as I am, thank you guys, my audience. For those people that accept me the way that I am, thank you guys. It's not about the packaging. It's not about the delivery. It's about the message. I love you guys so much. I send you guys lots and lots of love and light and lots of blessings.